Well, let's jump into the market watch.
Why not? So let's take a look. This is the spring market. It's starting to come to life. I want to point out that the coming soon is not a required field. It's down 2% over last week. Last week we had 58. Today we had 57. But new active listings, this is where we're really beginning to see things shift. So we're plus 16% to 409 in Dallas County in the last 7 days, which is up from 352 the week before. Now, option period, once we're under contract, this is usually the first 7 to 10 days, it is up 3%, 348. Last week we were 337. So these are really great markers that are beginning to trend in the right direction.
And our pendings were down about 4% last week in Dallas County. The number of pendings went to 165. The number of sold properties increased last week, and that was, we had the end of the month again. A lot of people closed toward the end of the month. It was up 13% to 377. And then we went to Optimal Blue, as we do every week, to get kind of what the average interest rate that most mortgage companies are charging across the country. And this week's rate was up 0.13% to 6.73. Yep. And that is, it's really to be expected based upon a lot of the reports that have come out lately. The inflation has risen just a bit. I think the Fed thought they had it under control, and it was on the decline, and then we saw this little blip up. And Chris Kelly, the CEO of our company, does an amazing job of running our company and sharing information in a logical, understandable way. So Friday's real estate roadmap, that is kind of an internal communication, was really spot on.
It was chock full of lots of good information. I think that one of the big things that we're seeing here is that job market is not actually shrinking at all. And so we're just really heavy. Everyone seems to have a job. Unemployment rate is at the lowest I think it's been, and I'm not going to
40 years at least, yeah.
And so those are all indicators that are really slowing the actual lowering of interest rates right now.
Yeah, there are some companies that we're seeing have layoffs, but it's a lot of these companies had really hired a lot of people. Oh, yeah. And we were talking last night, and most of it's in technology. I think there's, the companies have hired so many workers that they've had them on board for a couple of years now, and they figured out who's doing a good job, who's maybe not as productive, right, and trimming the fat a little bit.
Well, we will see. Hopefully everything continues.
When you're ready to talk real estate, you can reach us online, by phone, or by text at 214-377-2223.
And remember, we want to be realtors for life.